Evergreens, I have a math problem and I need your help. I'm here in my kitchen and I have a bunch of dirty pots and pans to wash. I hate washing pots and pans, but I know every hour I leave these pots and pans, they're gonna take me twice as long to clean. If right now it's gonna take me 10 minutes to clean these pans, can you help me write a function to represent how long it will take me to clean these pans based on how long I wait to do it? The first thing we need to do in this situation is determine what kind of function best represents this scenario. When I say go, take 20 seconds to silently and independently write on your handout what type of function we should use and why. Go. And come back together in 3, 2, 1, time. We know this should be an exponential function because we are doubling the amount of time it takes to wash the dishes every hour. This means we have a common factor or multiplicative rate of change. Now that we know this is an exponential function, when I say go, take 20 seconds to silently and independently write the function that represents this scenario. Go. And come back together in 3, 2, 1, time. What we should have gotten here was m is equal to 10 times 2 to the power of h. If you used y and x, remember that that would lose you 1 point on the regents. We know a is 10 because that's the initial value in this situation. Originally, it will take me 10 minutes to wash the dishes. We know b is 2 because that amount of time doubles every hour I wait to wash the dishes. Along with washing my dishes, I also had to sweep my floors. Now, I know the amount of dust, d, on the floors in my apartment is represented by this equation, d equals 120 times 0.76 to the power of s, where s is the amount of minutes that I spend sweeping. Now, I know that as I sweep, there will be less dust on the floor, but when I say go, turn and tell your partner, how do I know from this equation that the amount of dust is decreasing as the amount of time I spend sweeping increases? Go. And come back together in 3, 2, 1, time. We know the amount of dust is decreasing because this is an exponential decay function. Our b value, the multiplicative rate of change, is between 0 and 1. Therefore, as s increases, the amount of dust will decrease. The last thing we're doing today is interpreting the meaning of this 120 and 0.76. When I say go, turn and talk with your partner. What do the 120 and 0.76 represent in this scenario? Go. And come back together in 3, 2, 1, time. In this case, the 120 represents the amount of dust that was on the floor before I started sweeping. The 0.76 in this case represents that the amount of dust decreased 24% every minute I spent sweeping. Now, some of you may be wondering where this 24% came from. Remember that if I multiply by 0.76, it means there is 76% of my original amount remaining. Therefore, I had to decrease by 24%. Thanks, Evergreens. I knew I could count on you. Washing pans sucks.